Rice is Butte County's top crop at the last report. Action News Now reporter Chloe Curtis shows us how the struggle over the past few years is paying off now.
You're looking at about 75 acres of rice that'll be harvested over the next month.
During the drought years, we were planting a little less than half of our acreage that we could allocate to rice.
But with all of the rain this year, Schohr Farms used all of its land.
We plant rice in April and May and then harvest in September and October usually, and we were about 2 or 3 weeks late this year just because of all the rain. We're just at the very early initial stages of harvest here, so a yield is an important component. That's how much crop we get from the field.
Some of the rice stays local, some goes overseas. The price you pay depends on a few things.
It's the processing costs, it's the logistics of warehousing and trucking and forklift operations, and certainly the labor that goes into all that, the energy costs. Consumers might start to see a difference probably sometime later this winter, potentially. But as you know, costs are creeping higher for everyone, so it's something that you'll see stores and restaurants try to keep their prices elevated so that they can manage rising costs, because we don't know what those costs are going to be in the future.
COVID and drought years were a double whammy for many in the ag industry. Now, a brighter outlook.
In 2023, there was a more exuberant demeanor, I think, with farmers across the board as we had more water. We like to plant. We're optimists as farmers. We hope to get a better crop and be better than we did last year.
For the sake of their families, workers, and the farm's future.
When we had more water, there was a lot of optimism this year for sure.
Now this here is called a bank out, which takes all the rice that was just harvested in the field, places it in these semis to then be transported. In Gridley, Chloe Curtis, Action News Now. Coverage you can count on.
A lot of the rice in California is medium grain, which is a sticky rice. Schohr says some of the rice is used in local sushi restaurants. Coming up at 6, we'll show you how this year's harvest allowed the ranch to bring more employees on board.